Hi everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and we are going to analyze the Hindu newspaper for today, that is 9th of March 2021. आज का द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर काफी important है. Today's Hindu newspaper is very important. Make sure that you are making notes simultaneously in the class so that you will not miss any update or any other crucial information from today's newspaper. लेट्स स्टार्ट डिकोडिंग द न्यूज़पेपर देन. अगर आप लोग रेडी हो तो न्यूज़पेपर डिकोड करना शुरू करते हैं विदाउट एनी डिले. One more announcement, the class PDF will be uploaded on our Telegram channel. Okay, so you can download the class PDF from there. तो क्लास का जो PDF होगा वो टेलीग्राम चैनल पे आपको मिल जाएगा. तो अगर आपको क्लास का PDF डाउनलोड करना है आप टेलीग्राम चैनल से कर सकते हैं वेरी इजीली. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द क्लास. शुरू करते हैं क्लास. इफ ऑल ऑफ यू आर रेडी. At the end of the lecture, there will be some questions also to solve. So make sure that you are attending the class very seriously. Okay. The first article in the newspaper is Supreme Court seeks states' views on 50% cap on quota. So here this article is important from GS paper 2's perspective. So the Supreme Court has decided to examine whether its judgment in the Indira Shawnee case of 1992, which fixed reservation for the marginalized and poor in government jobs in educational institutions at 50%, needs a relook. यानी कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने डिसाइड किया है कि इंदिरा शॉनी जजमेंट जो हुई थी 1992 की, जिसमें ये डिसाइड किया गया था कि 50% कैप रखा जाएगा, रिस्ट्रिक्शन या लिमिट रखी जाएगी रिजर्वेशन के ऊपर. ठीक है, फिक्स रिजर्वेशन होगी. तो क्या इस जजमेंट को रीलुक किया जाए, क्या इस जजमेंट को फिर से देखा जाए? So what is the issue why this particular decision was taken? In 1992, Supreme Court fixed the reservation for marginalized and poor in the government jobs. जितनी भी आपकी government jobs होती है ना, in all those government jobs, we have a fixed reservation for the poor and marginalized section, okay? And also at the educational institutions, and that is fixed at 50%. Except in extraordinary circumstances, then it might increase, but normally it is 50%. And over the years, several states like Maharashtra, like Tamil Nadu, they have crossed the Rubicon and passed laws which allow reservation shooting over 60%, that is breaching this 50% mark. तो ऐसा हुआ क्या है, इवन आफ्टर 1992 का ये जजमेंट जब पास हुआ था, महाराष्ट्र और तमिलनाडु गवर्नमेंट ने काफी बार ऐसे केसेस आए हैं कि इस पर्टिकुलर फिक्स रिजर्वेशन को ब्रीच किया है, 60% का मार्क क्रॉस किया है. And recently, a 5-judge bench set up to hear the challenge to the Maratha quota law decided not to confine question of reservation spilling over 50% limit to just Maharashtra. Now it will be, seen in the light of other states also. The bench expanded the coverage of the case, the ambit of the case, by making other states party and inviting them to make their stand clear on the question of whether reservation should continue to remain 50% boundary or not. So, Supreme Court has invited other states also to participate in this, decision whether the reservation should be capped at 50% or it might be increased or it can be increased. Now, the other, states can also participate in this decision making. Now, the question is, the most famous question is, why 50% only? Why this number? Why not 20%? Why not 70%? Why not 15%? Why 50% exact? See, the OBCs, they are identified by the Mandal Commission. They make up about 52% of India's population. जो आपके OBCs कैटेगरी के लोग होते हैं, यानी कि अदर बैकवर्ड क्लासेस में जो लोग आते हैं, ठीक है, मंडल कमीशन ने इनको आइडेंटिफाई किया था और कहा था कि हमारे भारतीय पॉपुलेशन के 52% जो है वो OBCs कैटेगरी में आते हैं लोग, अकॉर्डिंग टू 1931 सेंसस. And the last enumeration of caste in the country, that was 1931 census, also identified the same. The court, however, did not deal with the question of population while ruling that although reservation was fine, it must be capped. ठीक है, reservation fine है, आपको chance देना चाहिए जिन लोगों के पास facilities नहीं है, resources नहीं है, but इसको restrict किया जाना चाहिए. Or else the other people who are not under the reserve category, they might also suffer. So it should be capped, it should be restricted. So what is the Tamil Nadu's case? The state assembly passed the Tamil Nadu backward classes scheduled caste and scheduled tribes reservation of seats in educational institutions and appointments or post in the services under the State Act 1993 to keep its reservation limit intact at 69%. Tamil Nadu, tried to breach this cap of 50%. They tried to increase it till 69%. And the law was subsequently included. What kind of law was included? the law was included into the 9th schedule of constitution. Underline this is important for prelims. ये prelims के लिए important है. Through the 76th constitution amendment passed by parliament in 1994. तो 1994 का जो 76th amendment था उसमें 9th schedule ऐड करके इस 69% को वैलिड किया गया तमिलनाडु के द्वारा. ठीक है, यहाँ तक पॉइंट क्लियर हो रहा है? ओके. So let us understand what is this Maratha Quota law. ये Maratha Quota law क्या है, किसकी बात की जा रही है इसके अंदर? Who are they talking about over here? So the Bombay High Court had in June 2019 reduced the quantity of reservation for the Marathas from 16% recommended by the Gaikwad Commission to 12%, which in education and 13% in employment. 2019 में मराठा कोटा लॉ के बारे में हम पढ़ रहे हैं. 2019 में बॉम्बे हाई कोर्ट ने क्या कहा कि रिजर्वेशन की क्वांटिटी जो है, लिमिट जो है वो डिक्रीज करनी चाहिए मराठास के लिए. 16% रिकमेंड की गई थी, उसे 12% डिक्रीज कर दिया एजुकेशन और 13% एम्प्लॉयमेंट में. With the implementation of Maharashtra law, the vertical quota in the state could go up to 68%, which was earlier 52% before the passing of the law. So now they have also tried to breach the existing cap on the reservation, overall reservation. 52% से अब 68% increase हो गया है cap. This aspect will also come under question because it is in direct breach of the Indra Shawni verdict, okay, which was talking about 50% quota. So the court now has to test if Maratha or Maharashtra law qualifies to be an exception, yes or no. And in this question, Supreme Court is also trying to take the decisions and the say of the other states also. So how does Maratha reservation relate to Indra Shawni case? अब ये जो Maratha quota law है, ये Maratha reservation है, ये Indra Shawni case से कैसे जुड़ा हुआ है? So based on the 102nd amendment to the constitution, which gives the president powers to notify backward class, court will have to look into whether states have similar powers, yes or no. And also, since this power flows from the constitution, whether the president is still required to comply with the criteria set up by Supreme Court in the Mandal case or not, that has to be checked, that has to be question. अब हुआ क्या है कि जो 102 amendment act है ना, 102nd amendment act जो है, this introduced articles 338B and 342A in the constitution. Very important for prelims. This 338B deals with NCBC and 342A empowers the president to specify socially and educationally backward communities in a state. Accordingly, this Maratha quota law and Indra Shawni case will be studied again by the Supreme Court. They will be reviewed again by the Supreme Court. ठीक है, point clear हो रहा है यहाँ तक सभी को? So this is the case which is going on. Now it is under Supreme Court scrutiny. So Supreme Court is going to now take the final decision. Before we move forward, here's a small announcement for all of you. New batches for UPSC CSE 2022 and 23 aspirants have been launched. ये नए केसेस, नए आपके बैचेस हैं जो कि लॉन्च किए गए हैं और ये बैचेस आपके 2022 और 23 के एस्पिरेंट्स के लिए परफेक्ट हैं. These are starting from tomorrow, that is 10th of March. So if you are preparing for 2022, we have Ultimate UPSC CSE 2022 batch which is in bilingual language, and for English medium students we have another Expedition UPSC CSE 2022 batch for all of you, wherein we'll be covering NCRTs also, prelims test series also, live classes, recorded classes, mains, prelims, complete syllabus coverage. If you are preparing for 2021, we have crash course for all of you. That is again starting from tomorrow, that is 10th of March. Then we have for the 2023 aspirants 2-year batch course again starting from 10th of March. So if you are really interested in making your preparation easy and simplified, you can subscribe to Unacademy Plus today and you can use code ARPITA10 to get direct 10% discount on your Plus subscription. आप ये कोड यूज करके डायरेक्टली 10% डिस्काउंट अवेल कर सकते हो आपके प्लस सब्सक्रिप्शन पर. द लिंक्स आर गिवन बिलो इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स. मेक श्योर दैट यू सब्सक्राइब टुडे बिकॉज द बैचेस आर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम टुमारो इन द मॉर्निंग 8 AM इटसेल्फ. कल से क्लासेस शुरू हो रही हैं तो फटाफट से आप ज्वाइन कर लीजिए क्लास आज के आज. डू नॉट मिस दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी रियली ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग during your UPSC CSE journey. Now coming on to the next important article, courts in 5 countries back Cairn ruling. So the courts in 5 countries including US and UK have given recognition to an arbitration award that asked India to return $1.4 billion to Cairn Energy PIC. a step that now opens the possibility of the British firm seizing Indian assets in those countries if New Delhi does not pay. This has been confirmed from various sources. So what is this news actually all about? Basically, अगर हम इस न्यूज की हेडलाइन को पढ़ेंगे तो हमको ये पता चलेगा कि कोर्ट्स 5 कंट्रीज की कोर्ट्स हैं जैसे कि यूएस, यूके, नीदरलैंड्स, कनाडा, फ्रांस, उन्होंने एक आर्बिट्रेशन को रिकॉग्नाइज किया है, रिकॉग्निशन दिया है दैट इंडिया हैज टू रिटर्न $1.4 billion टू केन एनर्जी पीएलसी. ओके, now what has happened, let us understand the background of this article. इस article का background समझ लेते हैं, तब आपको ज्यादा clearly समझ आएगा. Cairn Energy had asked the courts in 9 countries to enforce its $1.4 billion arbitral award against India. And Cairn Energy won this dispute with country's revenue authority over a retroactively applied capital gains tax. The registration of the award is the first step towards its enforcement in event of government not paying the firm, because now 5 countries have approved this case by Cairn Energy that India has to repay it back $1.4 billion. Once the court recognizes an arbitration award, company can then petition it for seizing any Indian government asset, चाहे वो बैंक अकाउंट हो जाएगा, पेमेंट्स अकाउंट, स्टेट ओन्ड एंटिटीज, एयरप्लेन, शिप्स, ताकि वो अपना पैसा रिकवर कर सके, so that it can recover the money. Now what was the case? Let us understand. The case was in 2014, Income Tax Department seeks information from Cairn Energy about group reorganization done in 2006. And in 2015, Cairn Energy receives draft assessment order from IT department citing retrospective legislation to seek 10,247 crores in taxes, and Cairn reacts by filing a notice of dispute. There was a dispute about over this money, and the pending arbitration in 2018 proceedings, IT department begins selling Cairn shares to recover the tax dues. That is why Cairn Energy PLC, it started to file retribution law or retribution case over the government. The 3-member International Arbitration Tribunal concludes hearings in tax disputes, and Cairn Energy wins the arbitration. Cairn had challenged the Indian government seeking taxes over an internal business reorganization using a 2012 retrospective tax law under UK-India Bilateral Investment Treaty. Underline this. इस पॉइंट को अंडरलाइन कीजिएगा. 2011 में कैन ने क्या किया था, अपना जो मेजॉरिटी स्टेक था ना कैन इंडिया में, होल्डिंग जो थी वो वेदांता लिमिटेड को बेच दिया था. ठीक है, जिससे इंडिया की कंपनी में कैन एनर्जी का जो स्टेक था, जो होल्डिंग थी, वो 10% हो गई थी. 2014 में इंडियन टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट ने बोला कि हमको आपसे $1.4 बिलियन टैक्सेस में चाहिए. कैन एनर्जी बोलती है कि मैंने तो, मेरे पास 10% शेयर बचा है, मेरे पास कैपिटल गेन्स इतना है ही नहीं जितना आप डिमांड कर रहे हो, एंड दैट इज व्हाई इट फाइल्स द केस, एंड फाइनली कैन एनर्जी हैज वन द केस. Coming on to the next important article, only half of government schools Anganwadis have tap water. GS paper 2. Parliamentary Standing Committee on Water Resources had submitted its report to Lok Sabha. 100-day campaign to provide portable piped water supply for drinking and cooking purpose and tap water for washing hands in toilets in every school, Anganwadi and Ashram Shala or residential tribal school was launched on October 2, 2020. तो एक 100 डे का कैंपेन लॉन्च हुआ था कि हर आंगनबाड़ी में, आश्रमशाला में या रेजिडेंशियल ट्राइबल स्कूल जिसको हम कहते हैं, हर स्कूल में टैप वाटर, पाइप्ड टैप वाटर मिलना चाहिए. हाथ धोने के लिए टॉयलेट्स में पोर्टेबल पाइप्ड वाटर पीने के लिए मिलना चाहिए, कुकिंग पर्पसेस के लिए मिलना चाहिए. 100-day period should have ended on Jan 10, 2021. And let's have a look at the progress that was made so far. 7 states like Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Punjab, they have achieved the 100% coverage. Number of states have also made important progresses like the construction of grey water management structures, rainwater harvesting structures, etc. But there are criticisms also, concerns also, challenges also. First challenge is low coverage. According to the report, only half of government schools and Anganwadis have tap water supply. That is, less than 8% of schools in Uttar Pradesh and 11% in West Bengal have it. While in other states like Assam, Jharkhand, UP, Chhattisgarh, Bengal, 2 to 6% of Anganwadis only have the tapped water supply. Secondly, health concerns. Such a case does not augur well given that schools and Anganwadis are just starting to reopen after a year-long shutdown. So children are more susceptible to the waterborne diseases, and right now we have to follow the COVID-19 safety protocols also by repeatedly hand washing the students and teachers. And when we do not have the proper supply of water, that will become a serious challenge. Now let us solve some questions. Consider the following statements regarding biofuels. The most common kinds of biofuels in use today are ethanol and biodiesel that represent the first generation of biofuel technology. Ethanol is renewable and made from different kinds of plant materials. Biodiesel is produced by combining alcohol with new and used vegetable oils and animal fats. Biofuel cannot be used as rocket fuel since they have high viscosity. Which statement is or are correct? अब इसमें आपको बताना है कि कौन सा स्टेटमेंट इसके अंदर करेक्ट है. तो सबसे पहले ये समझ लेते हैं कि विस्कोसिटी का मतलब क्या होता है. What do you understand by the term viscosity? Viscosity, write it down. It is a measure of a fluid's resistance. It is a measure of a fluid's resistance to flow. That is viscosity. Okay, so it describes the internal friction of a moving fluid. That is viscosity. उसको हम viscosity बोलते हैं. ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Answer the question. The correct answer to this question is it is B. That is all of the above statements are correct except 4. Fourth statement is incorrect. आपका यहाँ पर जो fourth statement है वो आपका incorrect है. बाकी सभी statements correct हैं. Okay. Coming on to the next question. Next question पे आते हैं. Consider the following statements. The Constitution gives the President of India power to address either house or a joint sitting of the two houses of Parliament. When Constitution came into force, President was required to address each session of Parliament. 42nd Amendment of Constitution made that the President shall address both houses of Parliament only once a year. Which statement is correct? कौन सा statement इसके अंदर correct है? Identify the correct statement, then we'll move forward, then we'll look at the answer. फटाफट से correct statement बताएं. So the correct statement here is it is A, that is statement 1 and 2 are correct. Third statement is incorrect. इसमें बोला गया है 42nd amendment of the constitution made president shall address both house of parliament only once a year. ठीक है, that is wrong. That is not 42nd, it is the first amendment. Okay, that is why third statement is wrong. Coming on to the third question, consider the following statements. Indian Wild Ass Sanctuary, located in Little Run of Kutch in the Gujarat, is one of the places on earth where Indian wild ass can be spotted. Gujarat is the only abode of both Asiatic lions and Indian wild asses. Indian wild ass population has seen a marginal decline in the last 5 years. Which statement is correct? कौन सा statement इसके अंदर correct है? फटाफट से बताएं which statement is correct in this question. All right, so the correct answer to this statement is, इस statement का correct answer है it is B, that is statement 1 and 2 are correct. Third statement is incorrect. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर आप पढ़ोगे Indian Wildlife Sanctuary is one of the last places on earth where the Indian wild ass can be spotted. ठीक है, तो ये आपका last statement absolutely wrong है. Coming on to the last question for today. Which of the following are the functions of National Tiger Conservation Authority? Preparation of reserve specific tiger conservation plan, laying down audit report regarding tiger conservation before Parliament, according approval for declaring new tiger reserves. Select the correct answer over here. फटाफट से correct answer select कीजिए. So the correct answer in this question is, इस question का correct answer है it is D, that is all of the above statements are absolutely correct. सभी statements absolutely correct हैं. So this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed the class. Do not forget to subscribe to the Unacademy Plus new batches starting from tomorrow, that is 10th of March, if you haven't yet subscribed. The links are given below in the description box. Also, you can use code ARPITA10. This is the code ARPITA10 which you can use to get 10% discount on your Unacademy Plus subscription. Link is given below in the description box. Thank you.